Hello and welcome back to Cinematic Venom, and today's episode is actually brought to you by one of my patrons who wishes to remain anonymous. If you donate to Patreon, every 4 reviews you get to actually handpick a movie from the 1001. You get to ignore the poll and handpick a film from the 1001 movies you must see before you die, unless it's saved for a milestone or a special occasion for me to review. And today's episode, at his request, is Robert Redford's 1980 classic Best Picture winner, Ordinary People.
You want to tell me about it?
Ordinary People tells the story of the Jarretts, not Jeff. The dad is Donald Sutherland, the mum is Mary Tyler Moore, and the son is... he just looks really familiar. I just can't quite put my finger on it. Vroom! Vroom! I am your Jedi Master! Vroom! Who the hell are you? I am Phil Hawker! Phil Hawker. Sith Lord from the galaxy far, far away. Vroom! Vroom! You're just insecure about my happiness. You don't seem very happy. Well, I am okay, and you're just insecure about it. No, I'm pretty happy. Look, he just doesn't understand cinema. Why aren't you even looking at the camera? This movie shows the true toxic connection of cannibalism. That is literally nowhere in the movie. You just made that up. This movie perfectly resembles the photosynthesis that evaporates the condensation of Egyptian pyramids through a toxic sandwich at Subway. What? It eradicates the chihuahuas that sit upon the periodic table with a vertebrae that is round and obtuse. Just using long words out of context randomly, making no sense, doesn't automatically make you smart. Attack of the Clones is the best! Vroom! Vroom!
Didn't make any sense.
So anyway, Phil Hawker plays this kid whose brother died in a tragic boating accident and he blames himself. Due to this, he feels neglected by his parents and seeks a shrink played by Judd Hirsch. The movie is then him trying to open up and come to terms with his guilt, gaining a girlfriend, but the family is ultimately torn apart when the mother refuses to take responsibility for her actions.
Well, did we like it?
The script actually took a year and a half to write just the first draft, and another year for the second. The novel of the same name was difficult to adapt as it mostly just relied on characters' inner thoughts rather than spoken dialogue. And despite being Robert Redford's directorial debut, the movie did manage to pick up 3 Academy Awards for Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Picture, making Redford only the 3rd director at the time to win Best Picture with his first film, after Delbert Mann for Marty and Jerome Robbins for West Side Story. Mary Tyler Moore was most known for her role on The Dick Van Dyke and The Mary Tyler Moore Show at the time, so this managed to break her away from both, even gaining a Best Actress Oscar nomination, while Donald Sutherland picked up a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination, the latter often called one of the worst snubs in the history of the Academy Awards as he left empty-handed.
The guy was a real jerk.
Judd Hirsch was also most known for his work on the sitcom Taxi, so this also brought him into popularity, which is a good thing as Gene Hackman nearly got the role but had to back out thanks to Superman 2 reshoots. But Roger Ebert gave this a full 4 stars, saying, "The film setting is seen with an understated matter-of-factness. There are no cheap shots against suburban lifestyles or affluence or mannerisms. The problems of the film in this movie aren't caused by their milieu, but grow out of themselves. That's what sets the film apart from the sophisticated suburban soap opera it could have easily become." He also called it the 5th best film that year, while his buddy Gene Siskel ranked it 2nd. It's a moving, intelligent and funny film about disasters that are commonplace to everyone except the people who experience them. It's an excellent depiction of carnivore mutilation in the spectres of Nazism. It deliberately dissects gigantic pompous anagrams of Triceratops buffaloes that arouse suspicion amongst budgies. Nothing can top Donald Sutherland's generous Hogwarts cardigans that perfectly require army uniforms to penetrate hedgehogs,
So to speak.
The movie also went on to gross $54 million worldwide and was universally loved everywhere, clearly inspiring other gems such as Good Will Hunting. There were also constant requests over the years for the author to write a sequel, but she always refused, insisting that the story was done and dusted. Yeah, take notes, Rowling, take notes.
Don't worry about the money, it's okay.
The first thing I noticed is the opening titles are completely silent. Like, this is all it is for nearly a minute and a half. Just silence. I thought it was broken or something. It's just weird. Wait, John Bailey did the photography? What, the epic voice guy?
I'm talking about the epic movie trailer voice prank with John Bailey.
This is the Epic Movie Voice Drive-Thru.
Yeah!
I will admit, Phil Hawker's acting here is actually really good. He's definitely the star of the movie. He manages to tell so much story without actually speaking. The actor's father actually did pass away in real life during filming, but he claims he didn't use any of his grieving for his performance.
No, I didn't need that shit. Why would you even think that?
So what did you do? How did you get so good?
I just organised my pencil case of cheese that went and ruminated with Princess Diana's Henry VIII that actually immigrated from Mexico. It's a social commentary on Virginia Tech.
Okay.
I don't like this already.
Although he gets picked up by some friends and they catcall some girls, but they're clearly not there. Like, this is so obviously shot completely separate. It doesn't even look like it's the same location.
How long since you've been out of the hospital?
A month and a half.
Feeling depressed?
Someone at school today said they didn't like the Star Wars prequel, so yes, very.
This is the scariest ghost I've ever seen.
Hey, it's a Halloween movie!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Acting!
So what do I do? Tell you my dreams?
I don't hold much stock in dreams.
Now, what kind of psychiatrist are you? They all believe in dreams.
Really? What's happening? What's going on?
I don't know, I feel so...
What?
Poison Ivy died, and I just can't get over this pain. For real though, I can see how Good Will Hunting got its inspiration from this. This exchange, as to try to get to the root of his problems, is actually really well done.
Forget about how it looks. How does it feel?
How does it feel? How does it feel?
Yes, how does it feel?
It's the same thing that happened last year. It's the same damn thing I did last year.
Are you the same person you were last year?
I don't know.
That's why you need a tranquilizer?
You tell me.
Nope, it's up to you.
$50 an hour, can't you decide if I should have a pill or not? I mean, you're a doctor. I'm supposed to feel better, right?
Not necessarily.
But then it gets awkward.
Conrad, let's have a great Christmas.
Oh, so it's a Christmas movie!
That animal next door, that Pepper or Pippin, whatever his name is.
Pippin.
He's not a very friendly dog. I don't care what Mr. McGreary says.
What he really
He's
wanted
really
was the
not.
retriever that was down the street for
and
sale.
every time
That's
that
what he
dog
wanted,
comes
the
into this
retriever.
backyard and I try to get him out, he...
Arf! Arf! Arf!
Put that on if you're going to stay out here, okay?
What the hell just happened? Why did he do that? Why did she react so normally? I'll say it now, I do enjoy this movie, but not as much as everyone else. It's a good film, don't get me wrong, but the stuff with Donald Sutherland and his wife I find rather dull. This subplot of them dealing with their marital issues, I don't really find that interesting. I'm just far more invested in the stuff with Phil.
Conrad! Conrad!
What is it?
What is it with this woman dramatically turning and having terrible acting?
Conrad!
What is it?
I'm acting! And I don't think it was intended to be, but this does come across as quite funny.
Fuck you!
That's it.
Jesus, you're really weird. What about you? What do you feel, huh? Do you jack off or jerk off or whatever you call it?
What do you think?
What do I think? I think you're married to a fat lady and you go home and you fuck the living daylights out of her!
What on earth sort of doctor would make that decision for you?
A psychiatrist?
I thought we were all finished with that.
No.
What's his name?
Berger.
Jewish doctor?
I don't know. I suppose he's Jewish. Maybe just German.
His first name is Pat. Get it? Patty. Burger.
Hola! You are really a terrific tenor.
What the hell did he just do? Like, he's walking down the hall, then he sees the girl that he likes, he goes back, pretends to take his jacket off, and then pretends to put it back on. Was that meant to look cool? Is that a thing? I mean... Let me just get down with the kids. And why does he walk like he shit his pants?
That's my bus. I gotta go. I'll see you later. And you're really a terrific tenor.
Are you just saying that?
Alright, I like this movie, but a lot of the romantic stuff is just really cringy. Now, I have to say, unlike Good Will Hunting, when this guy yells, it just doesn't sound convincing. It's not scary. I don't believe he's actually dangerous or can do anybody any real harm. He just sounds like a scared little pussy. Unless that was actually the point. In that case, very well done.
Holy shit.
But it's just not entertaining to watch people talk about his problems. It's entertaining to watch him deal with his problems. This is all just them trying to analyse the mother's affection for his dead brother, and I'm just not that interested in the other characters. They even spend time talking about why Donald Sutherland wore certain clothes to their son's funeral.
Because I've always wondered in some needling way what it mattered, what I wore. I was crazy that day. We were going to our son's funeral. And you were worried about what I wore on my feet.
Did this really need to be 2 hours long?
You think that people are punished for the things they do?
You mean by God?
Yeah.
I don't believe in God.
Not at all?
No. Well, it's not a question of degree. Either you do or you don't.
I believe in God.
So what, are you afraid he'll punish you for something you did?
No. Alright, completely unrealistic. One person says he doesn't believe in God, the other person says she does, and there's no argument. No. That just does not happen. Nope, not buying it. But I must admit, the dialogue of him expressing his mental health is so well written.
I don't know, it was like falling into a hole. It's like falling into a hole and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And you can't get out. And then all of a sudden, it's inside. And you're the hole. And you're trapped and it's all over, something like that. And it's not really scary. Except it is when you think back on it. Because you know that what you were feeling was strange and new.
Before he's cut off. Hey, I was enjoying that, you assholes. But oh well, time for some golf. That'll spice up the script.
The guy's a nut. He's a zero upstairs. You used to know that about him, Con. Ever since 4th grade, you've known it.
So?
So you just make yourself look stupid when you let him get to you like that. So I look stupid, is that it? No, it isn't.
You know, his acting in the film is actually amazing. It really is. But his random outbursts just seem forced and over the top. And fake. I mean, I know he's supposed to be emotional and angry and they're supposed to be extreme, but they don't come across as genuine or real.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Is Karen there? This is Conrad Jarrett calling. I'm a friend of hers. I've called...
Karen's dead.
What?
Okay, I shouldn't laugh, but...
Karen's dead?
Dramatic closer. What? But you do genuinely feel his pain. He's lost a close friend, and she was one of the only people he ever let in. Just so close, I don't even remember which one she was. Like, as of right now, I can't remember her. But his acting sells it somehow. Genuinely, his heart is breaking and his acting here is incredible when he goes to see his shrink about it. This is phenomenal. And then yay! Back to more golf!
Can't you see anything except in terms of how it affects you?
No, I can't. And neither can you, and neither can anybody else. Only maybe I'm just a little more honest about
Well,
it.
stop being so goddamned honest and start being a little generous and start thinking about him for a
I don't know
while.
what it is he expects from me. I never have known.
Well, I'll tell you what he expects.
I just don't care.
All he wants is to know that you don't hate him. That's
Hate
it.
him? God, how could I hate him? Mothers don't hate their sons.
Well, I'm just gonna move on.
But you know something? You're not strong. And I don't know if you're really giving.
And I don't even know if the audience gives a shit. Towards the end, Donald basically gives his wife a piece of his mind and she breaks down, but it seems out of nowhere. She goes to the next room perfectly fine and then randomly breaks down. Truth be told, I actually thought she might have found Phil dead from suicide in there or something. This reaction just seems so extreme and over the top, but yeah, okay. Now, I know people will misconstrue my thoughts. People still think I hated Blazing Saddles for some reason, despite my review praising it. But I do like this movie. I don't think it's best picture worthy, but the main character is interesting and gives a solid performance.
Do I look stupid? Is that it?
For the most part.
Don't try.
But the other subplots just lose me as I'm not that invested, and yeah, the love stuff is pretty cringy. It's a good movie, but in my mind, slightly overhyped. This has been Cinematic Venom. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider donating to our Patreon to help support the channel, and even possibly the Indiegogo campaign to help fund the second Cinematic Venom movie, Ready to Stumble. Now, join me next time where we're going to tackle a film that also takes on a serious subject matter, but a lot more recent. Liam Neeson wouldn't like it. Liam Neeson. At the time of recording this, I've only just found this out, so Liam, what you doing?